because we have the beautiful, debonair, well-spoken, patriotic candidate for governor, a statewide office in California. Welcome, Miss Nightingale.
Oh, well, thank you so much, William, for having me on the show.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting in the wings so long.
No, I enjoyed it, and I get to sit here next to Uncle Sam now, so...
yeah. What do you think of being next to her, Uncle Sam?
Makes me very happy.
Yes, I'm sure that would make Uncle Sam very happy, and he is a happy guy.
Always happy.
Look at him smile.
Well, liberty is a lot to smile about.
It is. I was very impressed by you at Fresno. It's the first time I heard of you at the Fresno Tea Party.
Yes, yes. With Steve Wagener was speaking that day too. So the fact that you were impressed with me after I spoke, because I spoke after him, that's as good.
I was actually disappointed with Steve.
Good. A lot of people said that. Our booth was pretty flooded after we both spoke.
I saw that.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, because you know what? I get out there and I speak the truth. I talk about subjects that other people will not talk about, and I'm not a Wall Street candidate. I'm not a career politician. I'm a frustrated voter, and when I speak, I speak with that passion because I mean what I say, and it's refreshing. We've had enough of these Wall Street two-party machine candidates, and it's time that we the people take back our republic and our state.
I know you didn't really have time to watch the Monitor when Orly Tates was talking there. She's running for Secretary of State on the Republican. Who's your party's candidate for Secretary of State?
Donald Grundman, and that's G-R-U-N-D.
I know him. We have tape of him.
Yes, really? Yes.
Yes, he's been on this show. He ran for U.S. Senator.
Yes,
once.
last time.
He's a chiropractor, I believe.
Yes, yes, correct.
I know the man.
Oh, wow, small world.
A fine gentleman.
Yes, he is.
So you've got good people on your party,
yes.
But can your party win this time with the Republicans trying to take over the Tea Party?
You know, I have to tell you this, and we're shocked. Our website alone, which is nightingaleforgovernor.com, we have more website traffic on our site, more Google impressions, which means searches, than Steve Wagener. Steve Wagener has spent, what, $20 million on his campaign.
Yeah.
We were looking at some mainstream polls. There's a poll on Cal guns. We kind of added all the stats together. 10% right now for our campaign. We do not have commercials. We do not have radio ads. So the fact that we're a third-party candidate doing that well, absolutely, because voters are disenfranchised. They are sick and tired of the two-party system, and I hear more and more and more frustrated voters out there saying, I'm going to vote for the Liberty candidate, the one that represents me, regardless of the initial by their name. So if there's going to be a time, it will be this election, and it has to be this election. I want to bring this up, Prop 14. I want to make sure that your viewers are very familiar with this. It's being sold as freedom of choice. However, Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the backers. Every collectivist you can think of is backing this Prop 14. What it will do is eliminate third parties altogether. What will happen is that in the primaries right now, the top candidate from each party moves forward to the general election. If on June 8th, the voters unfortunately pass Prop 14, in future elections, it will only mean the top two will pass the primary. It could be two Democrats, it could be two Republicans.
Two Democrats? We'd have to choose from two Democrats?
It could be.
Or two Republicans?
That's what could happen.
With Prop 14 passes?
Prop 14 passes. You will no longer have choice. It's not about freedom. It's about, you know, that same servitude mentality that they keep moving us towards.
We have no good choices.
Absolutely.
What do you think of this Democrat who says Obama's is a political hero, switching from Democrat registration to Republican and voting the first time in his life less than a year ago, and he thinks he's qualified to run the state's elections? Named Damon Dunn. Beautiful, handsome football player, straight 4.0 average, went to Stanford, great football player, got a great schmooze. Does that inspire you, or does that make you think this is a New World Order shill?
This is a New World Order. You know what? There is no difference. Oh, of course.
They
are all. Look, John McCain is too. John McCain belongs in the Democrat Party. Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's right. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in the wrong party. They're all in the wrong party.
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger sleeps with Democrats.
Absolutely.
And you think I'm joking. I'm not. His wife, his wife literally is
Kennedy.
A registered Kennedy Democrat.
Yes.
The worst brand of Democrat.
Yes.
Think of Chappaquiddick, Chappaquiddick Bridge.
Yes.
Ted Kennedy, the late Ted Kennedy, to me is still a scumbag. Ted Kennedy. He either swam across or he rode a boat across, but he didn't do both, so he lied one time or the other in connection with a wrongful death at the minimum and probably murder. and no investigation, no accountability, and Arnold married into that family.
And, William, and even look at the candidates that are running under the GOP ticket, the two main ones right now. You have Meg Whitman, who
Meg Whitlis?
Exactly. She is a Democrat. She's Boxer, John Kerry. Those are the people that she supported financially.
Yes.
She's a global warming financial backer. She loves Van Jones, and he's a radical communist. Then but you know, people are fooled. I think I call her Queen Whitman, and I don't think most people are fooled by her. She is the wolf that looks like the wolf. But Steve Poizner, he is the wolf in sheep's clothing. But people don't realize he's a Council on Foreign Relations member. He also is a global warming individual. His friend is Al Gore. He's donated to him. And this is what keeps happening, that the Republican Party keeps presenting rhinos. And unfortunately, voters, I know that they're waking up, or else our campaign wouldn't be doing as well as it is.
Time out. For those of you who are not into politics and are just tuned in, a rhino, R-I-N-O, is Republican in name only. Underneath the Republican coat beats a heart of pure Democrat, or fascist or communist, or something even worse, somebody just...
And this is how they've been able to get the collectivist system here.
That's right.
Fooling people, putting the initial by them, pitting parties together, saying third parties can never win. I mean, who do you think put that propaganda out? We the people have to start voting liberty.
Have you ever heard of Professor Quigley?
No, who's Professor Quigley?
Professor Quigley wrote many decades ago that the optimum political system would be to get the major winning of the primary two candidates, both thinking, talking the same way. So it didn't matter which one won. This was all engineered.
Of course
and
it
Prop
was.
14, from what you're telling me, I haven't actually, I have to be honest, I haven't read it.
You have to go read it. Well, what did Madison and Jefferson, they warned us. In fact, Madison said at the first, experiment of our liberties to sound the alarm, and Jefferson said party politics would divide friendships and liberty, and they were absolutely correct. The only reason why the parties began to, in the first place, was, as a Federalist, Jefferson wanted to protect the Constitution from Hamilton, who I guess today would be considered a collectivist. And that's it. And people have this misnomer that parties were, it was a two-party system. We did not start as a two-party system in this country. We had multiple parties and multiple choices.
In fact, in this state, as Michael Warnken would say if he was here, would tell you that, Michael Warren would tell you, up until they froze the number of the assembly, they still had Jeffersonian Democrats and Springboard Democrats and all kinds of minor parties right up till the 1880s. And then as the two major parties became collectivists, they just shut down all. The last third party we had were the progressives that actually took, took states. They took Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana. I think they took Michigan, and they had clout. They sent Fighting Bill La Follette from Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
And there's a statue of Fighting Bill La Follette. If La Follette was here today, he would either be in your party or he would be in the Libertarian Party, and I think he'd be in yours.
Yes.
But he fought for the common man, and there's a big bust of him in that rotunda. If you ever walk through there, although I'm sure Obama and his buddies will have it removed.
I'm sure they'll have it removed
by the end of his, and people won't know about Bob La Follette. But I've been aware of your party for some time. If you were elected governor, let's just say you win. The people just say, that's it. We aren't going to vote for any Democrat, and you win. Office, you're looking out in the state assembly, you're saying, we're all Democrats and Republicans here. What are you going to do?
This is perfect, and I'll tell you why. Right now, when you have Republicans or Democrats leading the Capitol, they're fighting and pitting against one another. I'm not going to play that game. See, I actually have the advantage where there's not going to be any party who's going to want to come and side with me on any issue. I will get to make set the laws and sign in what I want. And I'm going to let them know. I'm going to pull them inside and say, first of all, you're going part-time. Now, I have spoken to your friend Michael, and he's going to send me information about increasing the legislature number, which is fine. But we do have to decrease the amount of time that they're up there. They have far too much time for their special interest, and to bowl, yes, it's got to be the other way around. So I will definitely set them aside and say, you are not the government. You are not the power. The people are the power. And under my rule, we're going to make sure that the people get the power back. And I am not going to sign any unconstitutional legislation. Just get that through your heads right now.
So you're going to veto. But
Absolutely.
What
if it says constitutional.
If they override your veto, what can you do?
Well, you know what? That's when the people have to come in, and that's why I want a part-time legislature, so that we have citizen legislature the rest of the time. I will get things done. You have to remember this. There are some things that I would have. For instance, we have too strict of regulations right now. I could abolish AB 32. I don't need the legislature to tell me I can do that. I can go turn the water.
How can you abolish it?
Because it is an unconstitutional law that was put through. We do not have global warming.
So, how would you go to the Attorney General and say, give me a ruling that this is unconstitutional? Or would you just do it on your own merit?
I would probably do it on my own merit. But if I do have to go to judicial, I am taking all the scientific information. It's a UN model. I will take the Agenda 21 information to them and lay it on the line and say, here it is.
Yes. You said the 21
Agenda
word.
21, yes.
You said it.
I know.
You actually said it on live television. People don't know about Agenda 21.
Sustainable development, they have to actually
Stack and pack people on the coast.
Absolutely. You have to go to, actually you can go to the UN, whatever it is, UnitedNations.org or